Good morning, family. Good afternoon, wherever you are. It's almost 12 o'clock. 10 minutes to 12. Good. Almost afternoon here in Michigan. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. This is Resilient Queen. Welcome to my channel. And I just decided to come on here for a little bit and just chill out a little bit. And today is a very, 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 very sad day for me because I can get to see what's going on. My aunt is about to lay to rest today. My other aunts are down. My sister is down. My mom, everybody is down there. But I don't know. They haven't sent me a link. I had told them to send me a link. I don't know if they had a link so I could watch the funeral from here. And I haven't heard anything. I try to get in touch, but I can't. So I got up very early this morning because that was one of our favorite aunts. Every Christmas she would make sure we are straight. She wouldn't let us. I think our first Christmas doll was given to us from her, and she passed away from cancer. That little monster. So I got up very early this morning. I couldn't go back to bed. I haven't gone back to bed. I gotta make breakfast for the kids and make some cup of tea for everybody. Sausage and crackers. Well, I ate Jamaican cinnamon crackers. They so delicious with those sausage patty. But I lost a few family member along the way. But this one really, really, really hurt my soul. 'Cause that's my mom's sister. You know, it's eight of them in all, and one of them died now. So it's very hard. It's very, very, and let me tell you, when something become very hard, whenever time you can't get to go see what's going on, that's when it become hard. Or you can't get to go show your respect, or you weren't there to go hold your auntie hand and say, auntie, everything gonna be okay. And by the time I found out that my mom's sister had cancer was when my mom was here just 6 months ago. You know, hello, just 6 months ago. So by the time I found that out, I'm like, even yesterday I was on the phone with my aunt, and I was like, auntie, how long ago my aunt had breast cancer? And she said, yeah, she for a couple of years she was going to the doctor to say she had a lump in her breast or something like that. Some bump came up, and the doctors told her it wasn't anything. She'd be all right. It wasn't anything. So all that neglect, and then my aunt went down. I think not last year, the year before, about 2 years ago. And auntie said she met up with her, see her, and she didn't look like she was in any distress. Nothing was looking like nothing was wrong. So she didn't take it for anything. Thank you, my dear. Yes, this is very sad. She didn't take it for anything. But when my mom left here and went down in July, my mom happened to go visit her. And when my mom visited her, I think I said this on my channel once or twice. I spoke with her and she said, I'm so happy my sister came to visit me. Yes, it's not easy. And then I spoke with her, and that was the last conversation I had with her. Was she said, I'm so happy my sister came to visit me. But I didn't even know the magnitude that the cancer had really spread, because the doctors were telling her nothing was like that, in the beginning when she had that found out that lump. So maybe early intervention would have really prevented a lot of mishaps, and maybe she would have lost a little longer. Oh. And then when they start giving her the chemo treatment, they said that's when she literally, derailed. Mama, so fast. Because when my mom went down there, my mom said, wow. My sister ain't looking good. I'm like, what you mean? Because I remember when I was coming over here, when I was traveling to overseas here, I went to go visit my dad because they both live in Clarendon side. I went to go visit my dad, and I happened to saw her going down. She was in Mapen Town, and she was looking real good at everything, you know. So it's so shocking to know such a strong, powerful, kind, sweet soul looking out for the family. Every Christmas she would be baking, and I can promise you, is my son moving up and down. I promise you, every Christmas we could be looking for some cake, Christmas cake. She loved to bake and everything, making sure we are good. Wow, it's and then I have to get the link. I was trying to reach out, but I'm not getting. I only can call through WhatsApp. So I don't know, because the funeral is in, I think, Maypen, Clarendon, and then she gonna travel all the way to St. Elizabeth to lay to rest. That's where my mom lives, so she gonna lay to rest right there. So, oh, but I was so happy my sister was able to go visit, you know. And then my dad, I heard he have cancer too. I'm like, wow, that manster. So I had the opportunity to talk to my aunt before she passed, and when my mom went home to visit her, and I was able to ask her a few questions because she was running. She was running to go out. She was able to move around at the same time, but I didn't know the cancer was really taking over her body that quick. The little time I found out she was diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer. You know, and so it was all in her system a while back. Put your foot down. So when my mom went to visit her, I was talking to her on the phone, and I said, "Hey, auntie, how are you doing?" I always joke around with my aunt because she's the one always messing with me. Because when I was traveling to come here, I didn't even have kids or anything, and she always tell me, "Make sure you have children. Don't grow up and don't have no kid." Blah blah blah. Oh man, and whatever. But anyway, so I asked her, "So auntie, how did you find out you have cancer?" She said she used to I said, "What was one of the signs?" And she said one of her signs was she used to sweat underneath her breasts. She used to just constant sweat. And then she had a lump. And I think with the bump or whatever, that, you know, they brushed off a couple of years, I guess, as nothing, you know. So when they decide to take it up in hand and do a surgery on her to take piece to take to the lab or whatever, I think that's when her body start to derail and all kind of stuff. So now you should see me checking to see if I have any sweat going on, because it's tough, you know. It's very tough. It's challenging at the same time and very tough at the same time. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with, you know. You just find out not even 6 months that your aunt is sick, diagnosed with this witch, and then by the time you quint and open your eyes again, you hear she's gone, and I'm like, what? And for the whole of this week, guys, I'm just so depressed with it, because it's like you're here and then, you know, couldn't even reach a hand to support her throughout her journey. Pick that up, baby. It's tough. And then to hear all the back end stories, it's painful. It's very painful. And I hope for all of us who might encounter any kind of sign in our body or anything. If we go to a doctor, we're not getting his or her opinion, please find somebody else to go to. Don't just sit there and don't get another next opinion. Please go get a next opinion, because maybe if at the time she, man, you turn that over, baby. Maybe if at the time she had get some other opinion from another doctor, like, go somewhere else then. When your regular doctor was, what they call it over here, gaslighting or something, maybe all this could have been prevented, and she could be another year. And then I got to find out that last week, when is it last week or this week, was her birthday too. So she died a few days, a month, or a few weeks before her birthday. She died. So she was a very sweet soul. When I say sweet soul, peaceful, quiet. You see whose foot is it? Oh, that's baby foot up in my face. She was very peaceful, guys. I was talking to the older sister yesterday, which is my aunt. Move out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. And he likes to be beside me. And I can never tell you if I ever even heard my aunt argue with someone. Never. Even if she and my mom had some discrepancy, she would. I never heard her argue. I can't. If I tell you that she argued with somebody, I would be lying. She might argue with somebody. Don't get me wrong, but I've never heard her. She was always the humble one and peaceful, quiet. Cause she, to be honest, she live a very good life. In her young days, she live a very good life. You know, she had two sons and one daughter. One of the daughter went to NCU in Mandeville, and I remember while I was going through college there in Mandeville as well, I used to see her every day. No, not every day, like every 2 weeks. Coming from Clarendon to bring food down for her daughter, because the daughter is she have only one daughter. She used to come down to make sure her daughter, while she going to college, have food, so she can function and focus on her studies and everything. Every 2 weeks, and she frozen. Her favorite to do was to froze ice water. She always have ice water in her bag. And every time she see me, she used to say, "But my niece, I don't even have nothing to give." I say, "Auntie, that's okay. It's okay." And she used to say, she always say, "But my niece, I see you all over the place. I see you on my TV. I see you. My niece, you're doing good." You know, maybe that's who Jaden gets space teeth from, because she had space teeth. Because I used to wonder where Jaden gets space teeth from. But I forgot she had space teeth. And then this one on our cousin had them. I'm sorry. What you sorry about? What did you do? Yeah, I asked him for help. I said to tell you. Oh, it's okay. But life goes on. But it's just the way sometimes life goes on. When you hear the backstory to some things, it really pain your heart. Because no amount of money you will spend will really bring back somebody after that. You know what I mean? It just pain your heart just to hear the back end story. The neglect, the ignore the signs, ignore the warning, brush it off as if it's nothing. You know. And then I'm trying to reach my sister. I'm not getting through to them. I told them yesterday I don't know if they were. I don't know. Because I can't be there and like physically be there. You know. I just hope all my aunties, my mom, they all take my uncle. Well, I only have one uncle left. The other one passed away. The other one passed since I'm here. A couple what? I think last year my mom' favorite nephew um crashed and died. So that was devastating. Last year,
Is it okay if I can eat some of this, please?
yes, it's okay, baby. Just warm it up.
Okay, 1 minute.
You know. So that was hard. You wanna warm it up?
No.
Oh, okay. Forgot you don't like nothing hot.
Yeah, but it's hot.
You wanna take this one up? Oh,
Huh? Which one?
you know who did it? Chihuahua.
A
Yeah.
M
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
R.
So I'll be really dying. And then I was gonna get up to go to church today, and then the baby not feeling well again. He kept, every little thing he eats, sometime he throw it back up. So I'm like, let's keep him home with this virus. You know, he eat, and when the food, because they play too much, run around, food don't digest.
Hey, Mom!
Yes.
My Akin bell!
Okay, drink it. In the kitchen, not in here. Boy, so funny. If you follow him, you would want to take everything up, bring it in the living room. But it is very hard. It's very hard. But the good thing, my sister went down, so she gonna visit my dad as well before she left to go back
Guess
over.
what you doing? Got the pasta.
Yeah, but you gotta go in the kitchen and eat too. The rules apply. Get in the kitchen. We're not messing up everywhere. That's why we have a kitchen. If we wanted a junkyard, then we wouldn't have to have a kitchen. We could just go have a junkyard.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. You driving today? Of course not.
Where you running?
Like you gotta check the
Get back. I can see you, Jaden, from my side. I don't have to look directly at you. So what were you doing just now?
I was ready to hurry up and go clean my playroom.
I want to see it when it's done.
Okay.
Okay, go.
you're in good hands with Allstate.
So be up. How early I was up? I was up very. I haven't gone back to bed. I just can't sleep, and all of my mind is my aunt. Just rest on my mind. I remember her smile. Just remembering her smile with her peaceful little voice. But it's so hard when you go to the doctor and you tell the doctor something wrong with you, and they downplay it instead of send you to get a blood test done, or get further checkup to see what is it really, if they don't know, just to see if anything can popped up through the bloods, so that you can know what is what or what to do. It's hard when people just ignore stuff when you say stuff because they are medical profession. They should do better. Don't plain stuff. You don't really sure of something, no matter how educated you are in life, and it doesn't matter your profession. You're not gonna remember everything that you were taught. What?
I want my food. I got my food.
What food?
No.
You left it careless, so we throw it away.
Yeah,
Go in the kitchen and look. It's in there. He gonna come and say his food gone. You know, So I was saying, even when you're so educated in life, there is still a lot of stuff to learn.
Mama,
That
I found it. I'm looking there. I found it too.
you found it. Where was it?
Yeah, I think the door.
It was on the ground.
Yeah, I
Go rinse them
think the
off.
Akika. Not the Akika.
Oh, okay. So go
Yeah.
rinse them off then. Are you growing tall? Growing so tall. So I was saying that even when you're educated and you're smart and you're knowledgeable, you could be knowledgeable in a lot of areas, but that doesn't mean you're fully expandable in a lot of stuff, because especially when things are so evolving, that you're a doctor or a nurse or whatever, and things are changing, things are evolving, you're going to see new this, new that. That's why you have to constantly do research to see what is this. Can it link to anything? Can you have any cure for it? Can you figure out the cure or anything? But don't planes things that you never see before, to say, oh, it's just a bump or it's just a pimple or it's just a acne, it will go away, it's okay, nothing alarming. And then 2 3 years later, that same thing that you ignore take somebody's life. Hmm? What they call it, medical gaslighting, and it just takes somebody's life. It's crazy, you know. And then when people are not a lot of people back in the days, even we as children when we were growing up, if our teacher say the apple, our parents gonna tell us about the apple, because mama, teacher right, mama wrong. So if I know the older generation, you tell them XYZ and their doctor said, just go home, relax, get adequate rest. They're going to do just as what their doctor said, not realizing that they're slowly killing themselves because they didn't get no thorough checkup to see, or send anything to the lab, check them thoroughly, do a scan, do any little thing to do further check to see if whatever is going on in their body need is need to be called for as a concern, need to be taken serious. You just brush it off. You just brush it off like, oh, it's just a bump, don't worry, you just bump your toe, that's okay. But the bumper toe, you know take somebody life later because of medical gaslighting. And a lot of people back in the olden days, as I said, believe when the doctor told them, just go get adequate rest, just go lay down. It's nothing. It's nothing to be alarmed about. But then when the cancer kill you, you're at like what, stage 3, stage 4, and then worse if those things had been found out early. A lot of times people could change their diet in a lot of ways. They could start do look at exercise if they weren't doing it. They could start plan better lifestyle. Spend more time with their loved one, because then it's anytime it could be at the end of the road for them. But when you don't play these things, it's hard. And that's why it doesn't matter how much you go to school, university, or whatever and study. Things are constantly changing. And in order to keep up with it, like I'm helping my son do maths now, and some of the maths he's doing, I can't even recall if I was doing them. We were doing it, but just a different name, they called it, just a different way. But now everything is evolving and changing so much that the way you learn things 5 years ago, 10 years ago, none of that is working in today's generation or in today's society or in today's world. A lot of changes is happening. A lot of rules are being implemented, and a lot of things are being changed or readjusted or rewritten, rewrite, or there are so many things that we're taking for granted. But in the medical field, I think nobody should ever have to go to the doctor, even if it's just a little bump or a little pimple. Do something if they know that they could find some things through blood, through whatever, someone mammogram or something. Don't just downplay something and say, oh, you know it's just a bump or it's just a scratch you get, and then even blood clot. You can buck your toe or bruise somewhere, knock somewhere. Didn't even take it for nothing, and walk around until it become blood clot. And then once it go to the bloodstream, and oh Lord, and you know, we had a close family member that his wife was I think a nurse here in America, and she was Jamaican too, but she lived here over years for a while, and she had I heard she had told her husband she wanted to come back home, but the husband was trying to let her stay here because he was in Jamaica. He's still in Jamaica. He didn't take it for anything much and stuff. I heard she had bumped her, I think, foot or something while she was working. And she didn't take it for nothing. She was a nurse. She didn't take it for anything. She died because the blood clot killed her. So you see, even though you're taking care of other people, you still got it very important to take care of yourself. It's just like I got up all morning. I was so down. I just don't feel like doing nothing. I just lay down or reading, watching some YouTube video or something. Make sure the kids get something to eat. And that's just looking around. It's just so sad. And all I'm picturing right now, because today's the day my aunt laying to rest, is just the sadness. You know, everything, and then I'm just here in my mind, deep down in my mind, I'm just picturing my aunt smile, my aunt talking to me, and just remembering the last conversation I had with her before the next week after she passed. I think like I have the conversation with her this week, and then I think the following week she went to go do some surgery, some chemo or whatever, and they said that chemo run after she get it, the next day she passed because nothing taken up in hand in beginning. So by the time you find out that okay, this is serious, you're trying to save somebody, it's too late. Early prevention could have
Mama,
prevented.
that's my doggy.
That's my doggy. His name is Shay.
Mama, no, that's my doggy.
That's my doggy. He have a certificate
Yeah.
from Build a Beer. I get him. I build
Mama,
him back
that's
Build a
your
Beer.
doggy.
That's my dog. Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Say hi. Say hi, doggy. I build him at Build a Beer. You like him? Yeah, I know you like dog here.
Yeah, that's the guy right here.
Thank you for bringing him to me.
Matty.
Yeah, no, I don't want. No, move. I know you like him.
Yeah, this is my God.
That's not your dog.
Huh?
That's not your dog.
Yeah, that's your God.
That's my dog. Say dog.
God.
Dog.
God.
That's not God. Dog.
God.
Dog.
God.
D. D.
Daddy!
All right, have a seat with it, y'all. So it is sad. It is sad. It is sad.
I dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
He got a name. You don't want to know what his name is?
Name is my doggy.
His name is my doggy.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one he get up. And this one get up so early, and he come and he give me a hug and he said, "Mama, I love you." Then the big one, I walk the big one up so he could have his
Mama,
breakfast.
what big doggy?
Yes, so he could get a breakfast. They all give me a hug this morning. You know your kids are like animals; they can sense when you're down, and they just come and give you a big hug, telling you they love you. I'm like,
Mama,
Then the little one get some of the books off the shelf this morning. Mama, can you read for me? And then he looks in the book, and I was amazed to hear he little word. He's trying to use his little word. He said, "Mommy, this is Pikachu." I said, "What did you say?" He said, "Mommy, this is Pikachu." You know that Pikachu, little yellow one, the yellow one with the ears up. He said, "Mommy, this is Pikachu." That melt my heart because he trying to talk because when you in the school say, "Oh, he's not this and that," but at home I said he talk. Some things you might not hear. He said, but I asked, he was reading the book, he was going through it, and he was telling me, "Mama, that's Pikachu." She just said it. You know, yeah, but I don't. I'm just so. You know, don't get me wrong. I lose quite a few family members along the way. You know, while I'm here, I lose my grandmother while I'm here, which is my mother. You're so fake. I lose my mother. I know if mama was here, my grandma would be sad if she was here. I know she would be very sad because that daughter used to make sure she's straight, always going down visiting, checking.
Mama, you going to eat the papito?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to eat the papito.
Yeah, but I need you to go to Papa Cho.
Yeah, I want the
I go
papito.
put the dog back. Where you get the dog from? Put him back in his nest. Put him back in his nest. Yes. And I kept looking to see if they go send me the link, but I guess not. Okay, I don't have no other way to communicate. I know my aunt said my cousin, but you know, whatever. But
Yeah, it really is. So if you would see one and you felt threatened, you were too close, if you just stand still immediately, that's your best defense?
That's your best defense, yeah.
oh, I don't know about that. I'll be running. Oh, oh Lord. That monster didn't even give me no time with our aunt. They didn't even give me no time with our aunt to let her know how much we appreciate her and all these things.
Charmin Ultrasoft Smooth Tear has wavy perforations that tear so much better for a smooth, more enjoyable go. Plus, it has more cushiony softness than ordinary squares. Try Charmin Ultrasoft Smooth Tear, voted #1 product of the year.
Swiffer Duster traps 4 times more dust. More clean, even Mom approves of.
That reflection.
But you know, on the other hand, God knows best.
Swiffer,
God knows best.
mother of all cleans. Love it or your money back.
I say she was
Sometimes He take a lot of us home is because He know that when we sick or anything, we might not have the wherewithal to do what we need to do. So instead of having us suffering and have to be, you know, just there suffering, just take us home sometimes. God knows best. I just hopefully, you know, because the first sibling of the family,
not a procedure.
she just went down. I just hopefully she's okay. I was talking to her yesterday, you know, and I was having a conversation with her yesterday, and she broke down,
It's time to ask for more.
you know, and we had to stop, and you know, I had to just give her a little encouragement and say, Auntie, I know it's hard, but you're the bigger one. I don't want you to be, you know, any have no pressure or anything, you know, just, you know, it's not easy. So I had to calm her down, and then we had to just change the subject, you know what I mean? Just change the subject. Cause we were just reminiscing, talking about, you know, just, you know, this song, they say, I remember mama in a happy way, and then they say, I remember my aunt in a happy way. That's good.
Yeah, checking versus smart. So check all
It's good when you can have a family member and you can always remember them for the good they have done, you know. It's always good because a lot of people don't remember for the good they have done. They remember for the bad because the bad outweigh the good. So you have a family member, they pass, and you can't remember them in a happy way. That's a good sign, you know.
to save the day. You are about to see some stories of heroes.
Everyday men and women trying to make a difference and save lives.
Hearts of heroes. Part of Weekend Adventure.
And it's so funny they don't even tell you, give you no warning. Don't give you a warning.
You may immediately think of dry
It just go just like that, no warning.
Over 3 million square miles of land there. But the continent is also home to
With
abundant
people,
forests.
if you're in a certain age, well, all of us now have to be worried about any little sign we see. Check your body, anything, and if anybody downplay anything when you take them, whether you take it to your private doctor or whatever you go to, and they downplay it, or we call it, they have a term over here now called medical gaslighting. You know, when they ignore certain things and brush it off, whatever. Go seek a different help. Go seek different advice because you never know, you know. Yes, we might be happy, powerful, and strong now, but all it takes to tear your life down is one little bump, one little pimple, one little bounce, you know, just one little error, and then it can cost you a whole lot, you know.
I was on my way with my new guide Benjamin to see a wild elephant that's befriended a local village. Oh, yeah, I see it. Big elephant.
And that's why it's good if you know anyone who's diagnosed with cancer, anything. Ask them what was their symptom, because I don't think everybody have the same symptom. Even though they have so many things on the health website now, or you listen to these doctors, or some of the things you can check for or whatever, but still ask those person what were some of the things that they saw in their body that led them to, you know, to go to their doctor to get a checkup to find out that this monster was here. Don't be afraid, because you know, if their life wasn't prevented, yours can be prevented. And when I mean prevented, we are gonna die one way or the other, regardless. But at least we can early prevention. Or what they say? Proper preparation prevent poor performance. So we can get all the peas intact. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. Some things will, you know, but early prevention can really make you change a lot of stuff in life. You know, so don't be afraid if you have somebody around you and you know they're in the same bracket, they still alive and they're still struggling with those things or so. Don't be afraid to ask them what were their signs and symptoms. You know, what led them to get evil before, because now cancer used to happen within certain age group. Now it could be just any age group, you know. Sickness have no, what they call it, sickness is not partial, just like that is not partial. It's for everybody, you know.
Calm and trusting he was. And when he finally made it to the shore, I couldn't believe how
So
big he was. It's going to be hard to top that. I had my guide Benjamin and the local villagers to
don't be afraid, you know. It's a tough situation, it's a sticky one, it's a hard one to swallow and everything, but at least those are things you can check. You can check for those same signs and stuff that they said, as well as, you know, just ask, you know, what were some of those signs they were seeing. What was it when they said, especially when they come on to breast cancer or so, those things that, you know, what were they seeing, you know. Oh, you're cooking.
Yeah,
What is it? You're
Daddy.
cooking a whole chicken. Oh, that's a big chicken. Is this a chicken or a turkey?
Cookie.
Oh, that's a who?
Cookie.
Oh, that's a turkey. Okay.
This is the movie.
Oh, that's a chicken leg. Okay.
Yeah, and the cookies are take away.
Oh, you're cooking your chicken leg?
Yeah, what they are cooking, take away, take away.
Okay, where's the broccoli? You gotta eat your vegetable too.
Yeah, right, broccoli.
Oh, you like broccoli?
Yeah, I love broccoli.
You don't love broccoli?
Yeah, I love broccoli. I want cookie too. I got my cookie.
You like chicken?
Yeah, this is cookie too. Now.
So much for joining us today.
This is the bit in here.
Sharing those
Oh,
feel-good stories from
I
around
go finish cook. So you can make mommy a Sunday dinner today. Good job. Thank you. That's your chef right there. I love cooking.
Sarah Michaels, Carly Petrus, Jasmine Barmore, and many more. But we begin
So
today
if you have people diagnosed with those things, or you know some family loved ones or whatever of yours, you know, diagnosed with these things, ask them these things. Don't be afraid, you know.
No, put the cookie to the mini.
Oh, you think doctor know if he tell you these are some of the signs and symptoms that affect because those people said that they had this and had that and that was proven of over years. So they are able to draw to come up with maybe after they in when they do their studies to see how many people have these same particular symptoms over a period of time or so they can able to put the first 10,
Mama, where my cake done?
10 common symptoms that people might have when they
Mama,
have
eat
cancer.
chicken. Is it chicken done?
Tastes good.
Mama, what is chicken? It's chicken done.
Yeah, and this is what is this one?
Chicken.
Oh, that's turkey.
No, that's coffee.
Okay.
Oh, tea.
You got cheese.
Yes, it is that. Tea.
I don't want no cheese.
It's tea good. It's hard.
So, family, I'm not gonna stay long with you. I need to go cook too. I'm not gonna stay long with you guys. I need to reach out back and see what's going on. See, okay, get out the way. To reach out back to my either my. I was trying to call, but I know they were traveling early this morning.
A dark
You know,
chicken.
to go pick one up in this parish and then
Dark chicken.
drive to go back to the other parish. So
Mama, no more chicken.
3 different parish in one day.
No more chicken. Alright, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you counting? Oh. Okay, Amy.
Mama, that's a hamburger.
Yes, I know. I go finish cooking in your kitchen. You're always coming to stay beside me to make sure everything is good. But I'm not gonna stay long, family. I'm gonna just be here and just pray a little bit, have my little devotion, and just ask God to just kind of redirect the family, give my mom the strength, the courage, everything, and my aunt, who is the eldest, and just give her the strength to go on, as they bury one of the younger sister. So, until then, my beautiful people, you guys stay safe, and I'm gonna be over here, trying to just find ways to cope for the day so I don't have to be stressed out. I mean, not easy when you lost a loved one. I'm talking loved one. I'm not talking just not easy. But until then, people, you guys have a blessed day. Bye.
Cesar Chavez High School, where they provide outreach to families and students, and where they run the medical club for students interested